Why does inner work matter? How does doing inner work help in your life? I guess to start with the opposite, what does your life look like without any inner work? Without going within, your entire focus is going to be on the external. It's going to be on everything outside of you, including your body, where you live, how much money you have, your relationships, all these different aspects of being alive, which is great. It's a beautiful thing, but that's going to be your only focus without any inner work. So anytime life comes at you and throws you a curveball, which it always does, it's going to completely destroy your identity, your focus, and your constitution. Your reality is going to crumble when everything that you care about is external. When there's no inner resources, no inner fortitude. That's why doing the inner work is so important. I can speak from my own experience. I know it gives me resilience. It gives me the ability to choose my attitude, how I want to respond to a situation rather than react. That's a huge one. When you don't do any inner work, you're always reacting. You're never responding to anything. If somebody cuts you off in traffic, you're going to get all mad, you're going to yell at them, you're going to start calling them names. Even though they can't hear you and it's not going to change anything, it's going to affect your drive. And if you have people in the car, they're going to be affected by it. You're just reacting. Somebody says something about you and instantly you get mad and you react in a negative way because you're so dependent on the external. You think other people's opinions are so important that it's going to dictate your whole life. Your reputation in the world is going to be so valuable to you that you're going to spend your whole life working on it and getting upset when people don't know you or don't have the, I don't want to say this, they don't respond the way you think they should. It's all external. All these things are outside of you. So why does inner work matter? And what is inner work, I guess? That's a great place to start. Inner work is anytime you take a moment and go 180 degrees into yourself. This can be through meditation, the oldest technique in the book. Sitting silently, pausing, and simply becoming a witness. This is a beautiful technique and something I do pretty much every day. Some days more than others, some days better than others. But meditation is one technique. Another technique would be contemplation. Contemplation is using the mind to work things out in your own reality. It's a way to find solutions to problems. It's a way to understand your life, where you're at, deprogramming your subconscious, integrating your shadow. And I guess another one would be prayer. You can pray, and not in the kind of prayer where you're asking for things, more like the kind of prayer that you are grateful and appreciative of life. And when you do that inner work, you have resilience, and you have, again, like I said, the ability to choose how you respond. You are a master. You have control of your attitude, which for me is one of the shadows I had to work through, and I'm currently working through. One of my shadows is my attitude towards life can be very negative, can be so gloomy and not positive in any way that it gets me stuck and it gets me into trouble. And all it takes is changing my attitude. I can choose to be appreciative of what's happening in my life, regardless of circumstance, regardless of what's going on. I can see it as a catalyst for my growth. Any situation you can use to catalyze your growth. Grist for the mill, as Ram Dass says. This is how we can take our experiences and transform them into transcendence. Because there is a trap where you become so inwardly focused that there's no alchemy, there's no transformation, there's no growth. You just sit like a bump on a log, hide in the mountains, and never change your ability to respond, your ability to live this life. I guess there is some value in going to hide in a cave and become enlightened on some level, because we live in a holographic universe. It does change the potential of the entire world. But you're also just hiding in the cave. You're so terrified of life, you won't meet it. You'd rather just go hide. And then again, the other side of that is we become so focused on the external you get so focused on the external, you're not relatable. You're not relating to other people. You have no compassion. You think you're better than everybody, or you think you're worse than everybody. When in reality, you are unique. You are simply different. There will never be another person that is you. There's never been another person that was raised where you were through your life circumstances with your DNA in your time and space. It's your fingerprint. It is your unique expression. And until you do the inner work and you see that we are all the same, that we are all one, And it's a privilege and a gift to be able to share that with the world and meet other people where they're at. That's why it's important to do the inner work. Become a gift to the world.